Hey guys, I'm in the middle of making another video for you all, but I wanted to just pop in and discuss the new Rampage decoration that Lance has been given access to in the Amatsu update. So we've got a new skill to play with, Guard Bash. And that's Guard Bash, not to be confused with Shield Bash or Guard Dash. Either way, Guard Bash is a really interesting decoration, and it kind of gives you a totally new way to play Lance. Or, at the very least, it's a new toy for the traditional style of Lance. No insta-block and just triple poking benefits quite a lot from Guard Bash. The description of Guard Bash is pretty, dare I say, descriptive. But the key points are, if you block an attack, you get a cool golden explosion centered around your character, and if that explosion hits the monster, it deals damage. Awesome. But what's even awesomer is that it also deals a hefty amount of stun damage, and that makes it very viable for knocking out monsters. However, there are some caveats to how Guard Bash works. Firstly, it only works with the regular guard. The description is possibly a bit misleading, as it only says that you can't use insta-block, but Guard Bash only works with the no bells and whistles, hold R1 to guard. So unfortunately, that means that it doesn't work with Guard Dash or Shield Tackle. Secondly, as with most of the Lance's shield attacks, it can't crit, and it doesn't use your weapon's element, and because of that, if you're trying to maximize Guard Bash's damage output, you might want to change up which lance that you're using. Personally, I'm thinking of something like Diabolos's lance would be great for Guard Bash, as the lack of the ability to crit means that you can't negative crit, and it's got a really high raw attack. In terms of damage, Guard Bash isn't bad. I've calculated it to have a 35 motion value, so slightly stronger than the final hit of the triple poke, which actually makes it really strong for people doing the triple poke playstyle, as instead of counter thrusting for a 27 motion value, you can instead just block the hit for a 35 motion value instead. That's pretty cool. I know a lot of people like to use Shield Tackle to hit through monster attacks, and Guard Dash does that, but it does that much better, as Shield Tackle's motion value is only 20 compared to Guard Bash's 35. So if you like doing damage to Tigrex while he's running at you, Guard Bash is the way to go. However, there are trade-offs. Unfortunately, if you're using insta-block, Guard Bash does nothing. And even if you choose to use Guard Bash, it takes up your Rampage decoration slot, so you have to give up on the other Rampage decorations that you could be using instead. Those are probably the 5% damage increasing anti-species or the Elembane decoration, and both of those are really strong, which makes using Guard Bash a hefty trade-off. So, in terms of other things from the new update, the main things you want to look out for and mess around with are the increased wire bug capabilities from the new monsters. The new skill from Shigaru's armor will give you an extra wire bug potentially, and that's great for spamming Leaping Thrust and Spiral Thrust. We've also gotten Amatsu's weapons, which combo quite nicely as they increase the damage dealt by Silkbind attacks, and the damage increase is pretty crazy. Amatsu's weapon bonus increases the damage by 54%. And on top of all of that, we've also been graced with a buff to Anchorade's duration, increasing its length by 10 seconds. So now we're also better able to grab an Anchorage buff and then swap over to our other switch skills for the big damage number attacks. Overall, pretty cool update for Lance. And finally, don't forget to upgrade your armor. This has been a short vid to update you all on what to look out for and what's new for Lance. Hope you enjoy the update, and I'll post again soon. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye!